The human ear. Important terms to know. Organ of Corti. This is a receptor for hearing. Crista. This is a receptor which detects changes in speed and direction of the head. Maculae. This is a receptor which detects changes in the position of the head. Semicircular canals. These are canals which are fluid-filled and contain receptors. Ampulla. This is swelling at the base of the semicircular canals which contains the crista. Vestibule. This is a structure made up by the circulus and utriculus. These contain the maculae. Grommet. This is a small structure inserted into the tympanic membrane, and it has a hole through the middle ear to allow airflow. Figure 17 below shows the structure of the ear. The ear is divided into three parts: the outer ear, middle ear, and the inner ear. The outer ear. The outer ear has the pinna and the auditory canal. Table 6 below lists the structural adaptations and functions of the various parts of the outer ear. The pinna. It has cartilage flaps situated on the outside of the ear. The function of the pinna is to trap and direct sound waves into the auditory canal. Auditory canal. It is a tube which passes from the pinna to the tympanic membrane. It has the following functions. It transmits sound waves to the tympanic membrane. It has little hairs which prevent foreign bodies from entering the ear, and it has wax which prevents the tympanic membrane from drying out. The middle ear. The middle ear is an air-filled cavity within the skull. It is separated from the outer ear by the tympanic membrane and is separated from the inner ear by the round window and oval window. The middle ear is shown on figure 19, and it has the following structures: hammer, anvil, stirrup, oval window, round window, tympanic membrane, and eustachian tube. Table 7 lists its structural adaptations and functions. Tympanic membrane. This is a thin membrane separating the inner ear from the middle ear. It has the following functions. Sound waves moving in auditory canal cause it to vibrate. It transmits sound waves to the middle ear. Ossicles. These are three irregularly shaped bones. They have the following functions. Vibrations from the tympanic membrane are transmitted through the ossicles to the inner ear. The ossicles serve to amplify the vibrations. Oval window. This is a membrane separating the middle ear from the inner ear. The function is to transmit vibrations from the middle ear to the inner ear. Round window. This is a membrane situated below the oval window. Its function is to absorb excess pressure waves from the inner ear to stop vibrations being echoed. Eustachian tube. This is a thin tube connecting the middle ear to the back of the throat. Its function is to equalize pressure on both sides of the tympanic membrane. The inner ear. The inner ear lies within the bones of the skull and is made up of the semicircular canals, vestibule, and the cochlea, which are continuous with each other. These structures are made up of bony cavities and are called the bony labyrinth. This labyrinth is filled with a fluid called perilymph. Suspended in the perilymph is a system of membranes called the membranous labyrinth. This labyrinth contains a fluid called endolymph. The structural adaptation and functions of various parts are listed in Table 8. Semicircular canals. 3 semicircular canals are arranged at right angles to each other. They are located above the vestibule. Each canal has an enlarged area called the ampulla at one end. Inside the ampulla are receptors called cristae. The function of the cristae is to detect changes in speed and direction and generate impulses sent to the cerebellum. Vestibule. The vestibule is made up of two membranous sacs called the saculus and utriculus, both filled with endolymph. Inside each are receptors called maculae. Maculae have tiny hair cells covered with a jelly-like substance and tiny calcium carbonate stones. The function of the maculae is to detect changes in the position of the head with respect to gravity. The last part of the inner ear is the cochlea. The cochlea is divided into three chambers. The upper and lower chambers are filled with perilymph. The middle chamber is filled with endolymph and contains the organ of Corti. Organ of Corti contains tiny hair embedded into a membrane. Organ of Corti has the following functions. Organ of Corti is a receptor responsible for interpreting sound, and it converts the stimulus of sound into an impulse.